Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of that how to get the perfect black paint job. Now if you didn't see part 1, go back so you can see how I fixed these dents. Now what I'm gonna do, I covered it up completely. I'm gonna start cutting the areas where the body work is done, okay, where I did the body work, so that I can primer it. I need to primer it. I'm gonna be adding a high build primer, maybe 2 coats of the high build primer, and so that I can start blocking it. All right, let me show you how I'm gonna cut it, how I'm gonna tape it up, go from there. Alright guys, you saw me how I was doing it. I got myself a brand new blade and I was just gliding the blade, cutting the plastic. I was not pressing it so that I don't scratch the metal. So everything has been cut, all the areas, and we're good. We're good to go. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be taping it, so that I don't get a hard edge in the primer, because you'll be able to get it out, but it'll be a lot harder. So let me just get the tape and show you how I'm gonna tape it up. Alright guys, first of all, I'm gonna get myself a piece of tape and I'm gonna fold it. Okay, I'm gonna fold it like this, all the way. Fold it all the way so that you can place it like this. Okay, there it is, like that. Now this, leave it like that. When you spray the primer, it's gonna end up getting a soft edge inside where you folded that tape. That's the reason you're doing this. That's the reason you're gonna go all the way around doing that same edging. Okay, let me do it so you can see. And there it is. Now you can see right here that everything that's gonna get sprayed, what I'm gonna do, the gun needs to be straight up and down, so that when you spray, that mist primer is gonna go inside and it's not gonna give you a hard edge. All right, I did that to every single little spot that needs that I did body work. I did exactly that. Now there is something else that you can use. I didn't use it because I don't have it, which is a soft edge foam. That's usually used for inside of the doors. You put like a little soft edge foam, and you can do that. You can just place it all the way around and it'll give you the exact perfect finish for the primer. But I don't have it right now. This is another way that I do it when I don't have that foam, and it works. So let me just get the primer ready. I'm gonna show you the primer I'm gonna be using. Let me get it ready so that I can start spraying the primer. The primer I'm using, it's from Real Flex High Solids Primer Filler. It's mixed 4:1. So let me just mix it up. I have it in the cup already. Put it in the gun. The gun I'm gonna be using, it's my AccuSpray. This is an old school AccuSpray. This is one of the first ones that came out. I've had it, oh man, for a while. Let me use this one to spray the primer, and let's just start spraying. Alright guys, that's the first coat. I'm going to wait about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to be applying about 2 more coats. And that'll be it. That'll be it. I'll unmask it and let it dry for about 1 or 2 days. So I can come back and start applying the guide coat and block it. There it is after an hour of drying. I already unmasked it. You can see right there how it faded out. The primer faded out. It didn't give me a hard edge at all. Okay, so it'll be a lot easier for me to sand it down, to block it down. Right there. There it is. So this method works. The other one is the one I told you. It's with that foam. But this method works if you don't have that soft edge foam. You can do this type of masking for the primer. All right, let it dry for about 2 days, making sure that it's completely dried. Then I'll come back, start applying some guide coat, and start blocking it. After block sanding the primer with 180, I just went in a cross pattern motion. Everything's smooth, everything's ready. All I'm gonna do is put some 1 coat of black primer just to cover all the bare metal, which is not a lot, but that's it. And I'll be ready. And there it is. I just sprayed a layer of black primer just to cover that up. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my DA with an interface pad right there and 220 grit sandpaper. And I'm just gonna go to town. Start sanding everything on the car, including the black primer. Just finish it up so that I can have it ready for paint. Alright guys, after sanding it with the DA, you saw me do that. I came back, I got a little bucket of water. I started wet sanding it by hand with 300 and then 400. That's where it's at right now, at 400 grit. That's perfect for the sealer that's going to be applied to this car. Alright, so let me just finish up the entire car. Let me sand it down, wet sand it, and have it ready. And I'll bring you back once the car is ready for paint. Alright, and this will be it. This will be it for this video, guys. Okay, I'm trying to make these videos short and to the point. If you didn't catch one of the areas as to how I was doing it, comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer the question. Alright guys, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And remember, this car is going to be going black. That's one of the hardest colors to paint. Not because of the black, because of the bodywork. The bodywork needs to be perfect in order for this color to be immaculate. If not, you're going to be able to see every single little dent that I missed. Hopefully I didn't miss any, but let's see. Alright guys, thank you. And like always, God bless.